As supernatural as it might sound, this wasn't an army of ghosts, but what they were able to accomplish was eerily amazing. When the United States officially entered World War II, they started recruiting a group of special individuals known as the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops. These troops included Hollywood special effects experts, directors, artists, and even sound experts. And all of these soldiers were brought together to form the Ghost Army. The Ghost Army was designed to deceive German forces, and one of their first acts came right before D-Day. As the Allied troops were preparing to storm the beaches of France, some trickery was being set. The Ghost Army was setting up a fake landing force to fool the Germans into thinking the Allies would cross at a different location. Made up of just over 1,000 men, the Ghost Army used the art of deception to look like a much bigger force. They used inflatable dummy tanks to imitate entire Allied forces. They even painted insignias from other divisions to trick enemy reconnaissance planes. To create a 100% believable setting, they would even use fake clotheslines complete with underwear and a few real tanks and trucks. One of the most innovative acts of trickery they used was a set of giant speakers mounted on a half-track. They used the newly created tape recording machine to record the sound of real troops and then blast them up to a 15-mile radius to fool enemy troops. The Ghost Army even sent fake radio and Morse code messages to add full effect. After the Allied forces landed at D-Day, they had to construct massive harbors, known as mulberry harbors, so they could offload troops and supplies. These massive floating harbors were the key to supporting the troops on the ground in France and were subject to raids and attacks from the Germans. For over 6 months, these floating harbors were the only way the Allied troops could resupply, and they were used both night and day. Their protection was a top priority. The Ghost Army was tasked with creating a fake mulberry harbor, complete with lights and tanks, that would divert some of these night raids and attacks from the real harbor. The Ghost Army was known for their amazing special effects and amazing lighting abilities. The Ghost Army completed over 20 missions and amazingly had very few casualties, even though the troops were only equipped with fake guns. But as the Cold War set in, the brave actions of these individuals were classified for almost 40 years. Finally, in 1996, these brave soldiers were recognized. Today, you can learn more about them through a recent documentary called The Ghost Army, which attests to the bravery and innovation that these soldiers displayed throughout the war.